Welcome to our Performance Support Learning Burst series. My name is Con Gottfredson. I'm the guy on the left. You'll be hearing from Bob in other learning bursts, but I'm going to take a few minutes in this burst to explain to you what we mean by the 5 moments of learning need. The answer to a very important question, why do we do everything we do as learning professionals, was best given to us by a fellow by the name of Harold Janine. He was CEO of IT&T. And during his 9 years as CEO, he took them from 765 million in sales to over 17 billion with this fundamental belief that performance needs to be our reality. And as we approach all that we do, there is a moment of learning need that we just simply can't ignore. It needs to be the central focus of everything that we do, and that is the moment of apply. This is a unique moment. This is when learners meet the realities of what they learned in that very important moment of learn new, or in that moment of learn more. This is when they find out what they didn't learn, what they've forgotten, what they've misunderstood, the unanticipated nuances, and the challenges of a constantly changing performance landscape. The moment of apply is where performance happens. And the great tragedy is that too often the investment that we make in learn new and in learn more fails to deliver what it can potentially deliver at the moment of apply. And all that we need to make up that difference to ensure the transition is a strong performance support infrastructure in place and implemented properly. Well, here you see in front of you 3 fundamental moments: learn new and learn more. We do great work in the learn new, really. What's been missing has been performance support for many organizations. There's been a myopic view of the building learn new solutions. I used to think that learn more was the same, that you approach learn more in circumstances in the same way that you would learn new. But that's not really the case. Let me illustrate that with an experience. Bob and I were at a restaurant in Florida. We were in front of that restaurant was this beautiful pond, and no one was swimming in it. I thought, well, that must be a sign that says no swimming. As I looked closer, it said this. You see, people were able to generalize from this. And that is the reality of performance, is that when there is an embedded knowledge and experience, people can generalize from that. An illustration, we bought a car recently. I didn't have to take a training class. And I looked at some job aids to understand the uniqueness, but I was able to generalize. The bottom line here is that the training footprint for learn more is much smaller, or can be much smaller, when you couple with it performance support. Now, there's a 4th fundamental moment of learning need, and that's the moment of change. Certain things that we do over and over again become so internalized that they're processed without conscious thought. This deeply embedded learning presents a challenge when we need people to change. That is, we need them to unlearn that skill that has become automated in their performance and replace it with a skill that they're unfamiliar with. That is one of the most significant training challenges and learning challenges that anyone can face. And the process of unlearning to relearn fundamentally demands performance support. The final moment of learning need is the moment of solve, when things go wrong, when things don't work the way that they're intended. This requires a very unique skill set. It requires performance support, uniquely designed and made available at the moment of apply. Well, these are the 5 moments of learning need. They need to be at the heart of everything that we design and build. We need to look at these 5 moments and design for them. Remember, performance needs to be our reality, that moment of apply. And as we design against these 5 moments of learning need, we will provide our learners what they need to perform successfully at their moment of need. Thanks for listening.